So let's just begin by taking our hands behind our back. Just interlace your fingers and roll your shoulders back. This is probably the simplest and the easiest of shoulder upper body stretches to do. You can do this standing in the subway station, standing in your office, any time of the day. I often recommend that people do this exercise every hour for about 30 seconds if they're prone to neck and shoulder tension. Then we'll release and just let your arms rest down by your side. Take your right hand behind your back. It's as if you're reaching for the opposite shoulder with your right hand. So you're taking your forearm across your back in a diagonal line. You're reaching for your left shoulder. Take your left hand behind your back and just reach for your right elbow and just kind of pull it in a little bit, tuck it in a little bit, just like this. Then release your left hand and reach up and over behind your back. See if you can reach for your fingers. At the beginning, you'll find that you sometimes won't be able to reach for your fingers. All you do in that situation is grab onto your t-shirt, just like this. With both hands, you grab onto something, you hang on, and you just start here. And you just consciously breathe. What most people feel in this posture is pain across the front of the shoulder here, the right shoulder. This would just indicate that you have a lot of tension in there. Most of us do. Try taking the whole shoulder from the collarbone, the center of the sternum, and rolling it all the way back. And that's enough on that side. Let's release now. Go slowly. Just take your arms back down by your side. Bring your shoulders back to neutral. Let them roll back and down. Then let's take the left hand behind the back, reach in a diagonal line across the back, reaching for the opposite shoulder. Try taking your right hand to reach for your elbow, to just pull that elbow in a little and inch your fingers up a little bit higher. Then release your right hand, try to keep your left elbow in close as you reach up and over. Reach for your fingers or your t-shirt. Keep rolling your whole left shoulder back from the center of the sternum across the collarbone and back. Keep your head neutral. Try not to crank your head back like this and scrunch the back of your neck. This would be a really common problem here in this pose, trying too hard and squishing the neck. So try to really release the base of the skull, reach up through the crown. Take a long, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale all the air out, and we'll release on this side. And bring your arms down by your side. And then just take your hands back behind your back again and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back. Good. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. And then let's release on this side. And we'll take our hands forward on the floor now. You might want to inch your way back, Claire, and get on your mat. Take the block away. We're going to prepare for downward facing dog pose. The downward dog is a pose that we repeat over and over again in our yoga practice. So let's look at some details. Make sure your middle finger is pointing straight ahead. Your fingers are evenly spread. And then curl your toes under. And inhale, tip your sitting bones up. Then lift your knees up. Keep tipping your sitting bones up and take them back. Drop your head between your arms. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your breath steady, your mind focused. You can stay in downward dog for a little longer. You can rest down on your knees and then try it again. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Just come back up, lift your knees, and then bend them. Look forward. Let's step or hop. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold, and drop the head down. Then lift the head, lift the arms, and reach all the way up to look up. Exhale, relax your arms down. Good. Ground the energy into the soles of the feet. Spread the weight evenly, the front foot and the back foot. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. So those exercises we did in the opening to release the shoulders. See if you can find a little bit of a squeeze between your shoulder blades to release the shoulders and draw the shoulder blades down the back just a little bit. Then from here, we'll relax the arms down by our side. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, lift your arms and reach up. Exhale, flow forward, scoop in the lower belly and drop the head down. Inhale, lift your head, look forward. Exhale, step or hop back. As a beginner, you're advised to bring your knees down at the beginning, keep your elbows in and come forward with your chest. And then press back into your hands and go into downward facing dog. You can practice downward dog with a little bend in your knees. Just keep your sitting bones tipping up and the crown of your head releasing down. You want to have a long, straight spine. If you feel like your spine, your lower back is rounding out, then definitely you should be bending your knees a little bit to release the hamstrings. Let's look forward. You can bend or step. You can take as many steps as you need to get back up to the front. Then inhale, look forward, straight spine. We often have to lift your hands off the floor to be straight. Exhale, fold and drop the head down. Then inhale, lift your head and reach to come all the way back up. Exhale, release your arms back down. That's great. Lower your arms. Let's move on. We'll do another round. Inhale, lift your arms and reach up. Exhale, flow forward, scoop in the lower belly and drop your head down. Inhale, lift your head, look forward. Another option. Instead of stepping back, you can practice jumping back. So go for it, Mishi. You land like this, your elbows in, long straight line, the thighs are off the floor. From here, she can go into upward dog, the shoulders back, and then exhale back into downward dog. Separate your feet hip width apart. Keep your sitting bones tipping up and your shoulders rolling away from your ears. We'll take a long inhalation. Find that ujjayi sound in the breath. A long exhalation. We'll step or hop forward again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold and drop the head down. Then inhale, lift your head, lift your arms, draw in the lower belly as you reach up. And exhale, relax your arms down. Good. Surya Namaskar B. We'll bend the knees and inhale, open the arms and reach up. And exhale, take your belly to your thighs, your hips up, your head down. And inhale, lift your head. Let's slow it down a bit here. Just step your right leg back. Keep your right toes curled under and go into a deep lunge. So your left knee is out over your left ankle. Your right leg is straight, or you may need to bring your right knee down to the floor if that's a little too intense for you. And then we're going to step the left leg back, and we're going to step the right foot forward. Keep your left toes curled under as you stretch back through your left heel. If it's too intense, just bring your knee back down to the floor. We'll step the right leg back. From plank pose, from a long straight line, use your abdominals to lower yourself down. You can take your knees down if you need to first. And then inhale, come into upward dog. And exhale back into downward dog. Let's separate the fingers evenly, tip the sitting bones up. Long deep breath, inhale. And exhale all the air out. Then lift your head, look forward, step or hop to your hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold and drop the head down. Let's bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs, keep your feet together, lift your arms, and exhale back to Samastitihi. Let's try that again. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift your arms, reach up. Exhale, take your belly to your thighs, your hips up, your head down. Inhale, lift your head, look forward. Exhale slowly, 1 foot at a time. Step your right leg back. This time, let's take the right knee down to the floor. And inhale, lift your arms and reach up. Bring the right hip forward, open the right groin. Exhale, take your hands down. Step back, lower yourself down. Don't forget the abdominals are really important here. Upward dog. And then back into downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Bring your left knee down to the floor. Press your left hip forward as you lean back to reach up. And exhale, bring your hands down. Step your leg back and lower yourself down. Abdominals, lower down, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take a long, deep breath. Inhale. And exhale all the air out. Then lift your head, bend your knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold and drop the head down. Bend your knees and inhale, lift your arms and reach up. Exhale, lift all the way up and relax your arms down. Let's lift the right leg up. Just lift the foot up. Just take your hands to your waist. Look ahead, pick a point, focus your gaze. We're going to work on a couple of balance postures. You can always move to the wall, lean back against the wall if you're feeling a little unsteady. Bring your right leg down. Lift your left leg up, just to about parallel. Keep your gaze steady, your breath even and deep. And then we'll lower the leg back down. Let's now pick up the right foot, turn the knee out a bit. Take the right heel and place it right at the top of the inner left thigh and turn the knee out. Press the foot into the thigh, press the thigh back into the foot. See if you can let go of your foot and take your hands to your waist. If you're feeling steady, this is called tree pose. We're going to lift the branches of the tree to touch the light above. Inhale deeply and exhale. We'll relax the arms down, back into the roots. Feel grounded. Then we'll release the right foot. You can hold the ankle, take it off the thigh, and place it back down. Good. Let's pick up the left foot. Turn the knee out, hold the ankle, take the heel right to the top of the inner right thigh. Press the foot into the thigh and the thigh back into the foot. Grow the roots of the right leg down into the earth. And then inhale from the lower belly. Let's spread our branches and reach to touch the light. Keep the lower belly drawn in, the gaze steady and smooth. And then exhale, let's relax the arms back down. Take them back to the waist and lower your leg down. You can use your hand if you need to, bring it down. Lift the right leg up, interlace your fingers, place them under your thigh, and then extend out through the right leg. Inhale deeply, exhale all the air out. One more deep breath in through the nose, and then out through the nose. We'll bend the knee and bring the foot down. Same thing on the left side. Pick up your left leg, interlace your fingers, press into your right foot, inhale, exhale, extend out. Take a long, deep breath. Remember, we always breathe in and out through the nose. We're trying to create that ujjayi sound in our practice. It's a sound that's created at the center back of the throat. Then we'll release on this side and bring our leg down. Let's take that pose one step further. For the beginners out there, we'll just practice again with the fingers interlaced like this. You want to challenge yourself a little bit. Try reaching for your big toe like this. And then inhale deeply. And exhale, experiment with extending your leg out straight. You can always practice this posture just like this, with your knee bent, your hands under your thigh, your breath steady and smooth. If you have your knee, just reach with your hand. Otherwise, if you have your toe, open it to the side. Take a long, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Then bring it forward again. Let's take our hands under if we have our knee. One breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's release. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Release the leg down. That's great. Lift your left knee. So there are many versions of this posture. Remember, you can just interlace your fingers just like this, or you can reach for your toe. If you're reaching for your toe, you don't even have to take your leg all the way straight at the beginning, right? It looks a little bit like this when you're learning to reach for your toe, but you can't get your leg straight. You're working towards a straight leg. Keep your breath steady. You can try extending if you have your fingers under your leg. Let's open it to the side for one breath. If you have your hands under, you have to bend your knee and hold your knee and turn it. Inhale deeply and exhale all the air out. Let's bring it forward again. Keep your leg extended. Let's see if we can release the leg out in front. It doesn't have to be a straight leg. You can do this with a bent knee as well, just like this. Inhale and exhale, and then we'll release the leg and bring it back down. Let's separate our feet hip width apart. Take your elbows forward, reach around for your elbows. Inhale, scoop in your lower belly. Exhale, we're going to come into a forward bending posture. Let's hang here for a few long, deep breaths. You can stay hanging in this posture. We'll be back after a short break. We're going to lift our heads a little bit, come back up. We're just going to then bend our knees and come into a squatting position. You can separate your feet a little bit wider and just sort of hang here. Take your arms to the inside of your thighs. Bring your hands together at the front of the heart and just pick a point up ahead where you'll focus your gaze. Just take a long, deep inhalation and a long exhalation. And then we're going to bring our hands out from the front behind us and we'll sit forward with our legs. Let's take the right knee out to the side and just do a couple of little circular movements with the whole hip and knee. Go around in a couple of little circles. And then let's take the edge of the right foot into the left elbow crease. And we'll just pull the foot in towards yourself closer. That's right. Sit forward, roll your shoulders back, and press the inseam of the left leg down. Then we'll release on this side and stretch out the right leg and bend the left knee. Hold your ankle and foot and just do a couple of circular movements with the whole hip. So you take it a little back and behind you and then forward again. Just circle around a few times. Take the edge of the left foot into the right elbow crease. You bend your arm and then you pull your arm in closer towards you. Let's try just taking the left hand right now and just draw that left knee away from you a little bit. So you're trying to keep your foot at heart level, your shin at heart level. Keep your breath steady, your shoulders back and relaxed. And then we'll release on this side and bring the foot down. Let's now sit with our legs crossed on the floor. This posture is not often an easy one for Westerners. It's very helpful to sit with a little lift under your pelvis. So folded blankets, folded towel. A pillow works if it's not too cushy. If it's one of those pillows that just squish right down, it's kind of useless. So you need a firm surface to sit on. From there, you then just reach behind and pull your sitting bones back a little further. So you're sitting on the front edges of your sitting bones. Just let your thighs fall out to the side and just cross your ankles just like this. If you're feeling loose and comfortable, if you've been practicing yoga for a little while, eventually you'll be able to take your feet into lotus like this. So let's just undo this, Mishi, and show them how you got into it. So it starts like this, and then she takes her upper foot forward and up, and she crosses it over and brings it down onto the thigh. She takes her lower foot under, she holds it from underneath, and she crosses it over. This is called full lotus posture. This is our classic yoga pose. From here, Mishi's going to sit with her straight spine and her hands in Gyan Mudra, the seal of knowledge. Kevin's going to reach around here to reach for his big toes. Inhale deeply and exhale. Kevin will take it forward, resting his forehead on the floor, turning his attention inwards. The goal of yoga is union with the universe, to be able to sit and contemplate our connection with the whole, the Creator. To sit with a straight spine is what we're working towards in our yoga practice. This is the posture, the classic yogic posture. It allows us to create a foundation in our bodies so that the pelvis is completely supported and the legs are creating like a seal, a seat to sit on.